It's yet another exciting edition of the Opinion TV show, and we are beautifully seated, ready to serve you with something entertaining, something educative and informative. My name remains Zipporah Osei Boating. And you know, I don't do this alone. I have some beautiful, intelligent sisters that joins me every Saturday evening for this program. And to my immediate right is...
Hi, Samwaki Tete, Innocentia.
And my big mama, directly opposite me...
Zainab, Aisha, Pasa.
We've missed you. I know you have to. Look at our beautiful set. How do you find it? Isn't it beautiful?
It's so beautiful. Like,
it's our season 3
and
we
so
came
cool.
with a change and fire.
I know, right?
It's beautiful.
Kindly follow The Opinion on all social media handles. We are on Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, and YouTube for all the episodes you've missed, okay? So today we are discussing infertility in men. And I have a beautiful guest in the studio. Let me take this quick break. I'll be back and you'll see my guest. So I told you I have Ghana's finest dietitian in the studio. Yay! Thank you for joining us on set.
It's an honor to be here.
You look beautiful.
Beautiful, amazing ladies.
Thank you for the compliments. The finest.
Ghana's the one and only finest dietitian. So today we are discussing infertility in men. It's actually a topic that we rarely hear about because in most cases we are putting the lenses on women. But today we are delving into the men. What causes infertility in men? How can these problems be solved? And, you know, we will look at so many important things. So, Finest, let me start with you. In your opinion, what do you think is the cause of infertility in men?
Right, thank you for having me. When it comes to men, infertility is multifaceted. You know, it's usually starting from structural. So, men do have erectile dysfunction, okay, which stems from stress and other conditions, infections, STIs, chronic diseases that can result, example, diabetes, that can result in erectile and ejaculation dysfunction. And then we have the sperm issues, sperm motility issues, sperm morphology issues, sperm counts. So when I say morphology, some people have sperms that have abnormal structures. So the head is not there or the tail is not there, the hands is not there. Yes, yes.
What head is not there?
The sperm's head is not there. Sorry. Yeah. And then the count. You know, you're supposed to have some number, billions of sperms to enter into the woman's egg. And then when they are moving, one will penetrate survive. And then will survive. So some people, they don't have enough. If they don't have enough, and then they are also not strong. Right. If you don't have enough and they are strong, they have the morphology is right. The head is there, the leg is there, they can swim. But if you don't have enough, then it's an issue. So for men, mostly is the count. They don't have the numbers of the sperms that can fertilize the egg. Some of them they have the numbers, but they are not healthy. You know, and then some of them they have the numbers, they cannot swim or they can't move as required by science. Okay, and then some too.
As in the sperm can't swim.
They can't swim. They
Wonderful.
can't move. They can't. They are not viable. If you have heard that term before,
viable.
They are not viable. So I tell people that ladies infertility maybe as a result of the men because it's not evident. The only evident part is the erectile dysfunction and premature ejaculation. That is what might be evident. But if the person has low sperm count, it can be years before they will go and those people are the ones who don't want to test to check themselves. So now every night is the woman, but then it's from the man.
All right. So let me read this. It's from Urology Care Foundation. It says male infertility is any health issue in a man that lowers the chances of his female partner getting pregnant. And this is the catch. In over a third of infertility cases, the problem is with the man. Let me take that again.
Take that again. I was going to say.
In over a third of infertility cases, the problem is with the man. Son, in this part of our world, in this part of our African world, it is so difficult for men to accept that they are infertile. Why?
I was about to ask Doc about the fact that, you know, men have issues, if they should have issues. How would they know? And then she said, and they are those who don't like to test. So I really like that point. I think, you know, in that part of the world, the male ego is a very big deal. It's so huge, like, and you know, in our previous episodes, we've discussed issues about men and ego and all that. And then we always say their ego is always attached to the way they perform and the size of their manhood and all that. So it is very difficult for them to admit that they have an issue, and then even finding out is a problem for them, because if you are married and your wife is not getting pregnant and your wife says, I've been to the hospital, the doctor says I'm okay, that I should come with you so that we come and see him and you also run some checks, Debbie. He has no problem. You are the problem. And so, but then some of them too know that they have a problem, but they will not tell you. They will go ahead and marry you. And then when you realize that they are not, you know, you are not getting pregnant and stuff like that, they will be quiet and not follow you to the doctor, because they know that they have low sperm count, they have those ejaculation issues and all that. The sperm without, now I'm hearing some have head without tail, some have tail without head and all. So I think that is more of our culture, the ego thing there, and the fact that they'll even laugh at you. And you know, we say that, oh, no, you know, we say that, oh, no, I wonder what nihu means. And it will be gossip in town.
Yeah.
And and say, you know, we do that. Like, oh, and not papa no nana not problem if you know. But when you are lucky and you go and you get the child, say, oh, or no quite so lady be. But I even hear
Oftentimes are not
I hear that. But
or show be bamano
quiet, and because he knows say a boosting the ego no.
No, so I
send the hearing and no.
I think I know of a similar story.
It's the ego problem.
I think I know of a similar story. The man and his wife, they don't have a children. They don't have children. They've been married for so long, and just recently the woman heard that the man has fathered about 2 children outside. So where the man will say they don't have any.
Or where DNA, so he will not do DNA.
So one day she was like, Charlie, we are sure some Kolano are called woman. I want the idea. Since you have ended,
they like it to boost the ego.
If you if you happen to meet a man who is infertile, you know that there's nothing wrong with you, but your man is infertile. What will you do?
Oh, I think it's simple. One, it depends on who you're dealing or working with. I believe that if we're in a relationship, and I mean, in certain cases, the men don't know that they even have the issue or they have a problem. Some don't. So if you are not aware and you are okay with finding your status or your condition, then why not? Because some men, I mean, want to be fathers. They want to father a child. So they are ready to work with you. So if we're in a relationship and we've tried for a while and Bibi Amba, it is only fair that we both go for checkup to see where the problem is. Because sometimes maybe we're both okay, but we just can't have children the natural way. Because these days there are so many ways in having a family. So it would just be imperative that we go to the hospital and check. So I think that should I find myself in that situation, I will just talk to my partner for us to go to the hospital.
But speak to their ego. If he doesn't, if
there's always a way you kill a cat.
How do we do that?
They won't go.
It's asa. So that's what I'm saying. It depends on who you are dealing with. It depends on who you are dealing with. And yes, if you have to, you know, get him to see the need for you to go, because you women we are quick to go and check us. That will say what is the problem, because they will point fingers at the woman first. So we always want to know that we are fine. So I think that I would find out first if I'm okay, you know, by seeing your gynae, going through the checks. And then if you know you are fine, it is only proper that you communicate that to your partner and for him to see the need to go with you to the hospital. Let him understand that, I mean, you're not judging him, you're not looking at him differently, but it's a problem between the two of you. And know that it is your issue. So if you're on the same page where you both want to have kids and have a family, then it is just important that he comes or goes to the hospital with you. So I think that it is the way you approach the issue. Don't let him feel like, you know, you're attacking him.
Don't bruise his ego.
Don't let him feel like that. Let him.
Some of them,
no
no matter how.
No matter what. It's a traditional thing.
Yeah.
It's a traditional thing. So it moves from being a traditional thing to seeing that there's a need for us, because it is a part of the world. It is supposed. We are supposed to believe that every man can father a child, but it's not right. Then every woman can also make a baby, but I can't make babies by myself. You have to give me a sperm for me to add to my eggs to make a baby. So if we understand that, then it takes the two of us. It takes my eggs and your sperm to make a baby. So if my eggs are okay, let's just check if your sperms are too.
Let me ask a quick question on this. So would we say that it stems from even counseling, where from the counseling stage we should talk about the odds and the, because we always talk about the good things, like we assume that you all marry and
you make babies,
but we know that you could marry and not give birth, and so counseling should address the fact that should you marry and not give birth, or is delaying, you need to go and see the doctor to both of you.
That's
so
important.
They are well aware, because then it becomes a woman's problem.
Yeah.
And not their problem.
and family members will come in and be harassing you, tormenting you. Now, and they will tell you are aborted pregnancies when you were young. That you hear so many nonsense.
Yes,
I'm sorry.
it's like the families never.
The
man can be infertile.
Exactly.
It's always the woman. Okay, so
but then again, I'm sorry. As if it's your show, but sweetheart, is it also a factor? I mean, that infertility. What about low sperm counts?
It's also part.
It's also part of.
That's what
I will have a
So
question.
that was what I wanted to
even ask you. Let me ask you a question. I wanted to even ask that. Is it possible to check your sperm count before you enter a relationship or something?
It's the best, not a relationship, but marriage.
Marriage.
Because relationship there. It can lead to marriage or not, but marriage.
The intention of marriage has been made.
Yeah.
That's when you are checking sickling and all that.
So you check your genotype, you check the sperm count and all those things before you say I do.
But
and
we don't
just
check
as you
sperm
said,
count.
We don't check.
the counseling and all that, they don't check those things. And I think that they should. So that, because most people will not check their genotype and all those things.
Men must check their
So infertile men. But I mean, apart from the fact that they can't father a child, they do everything right?
Oh yes.
They do
What perform ye bibiara.
Enye ho nyinara.
Oh eh, what so yam koma ayodi ezi.
Enye ho nyinara. Obi o ha mo a on perform ye. Ono so a sperm count no so ye low. These are people who have combination of things.
Such people who have high BP, diabetes, full of
only BP, only diabetes, but premature ejaculation on perform.
There is this myth that those men who liked women when they were younger are those who have that issue.
But
that
one I don't know.
So let me add this. Let me add this as we are speaking on the. Let me add to the causes, okay? Because you asked about low sperm count and all that. According to HopkinsMedicine.org, it says that past inflammation of the prostate or past genital infections. 2, injury to or twisting of the testicles. Early or late puberty. Genital exposure to high temperatures.
Yes.
African men.
So there is scrotal temperature elevation that affects the men's
hernia repair. Undescended testicles. Undescended testicles. And this, I think, is mostly about boys born prematurely. I've heard about that. Yes. Most of them, their testicles have not descended.
Yes. Some of them even
if you don't check it,
I had a sibling like that.
Diagnosed immune condition in which you make antibodies against your own sperm.
Autoimmune disease.
And then there is this one. Hey. You guys, kidney failure and childhood infections such as mumps.
Yeah.
Mumps. You see that swelling here? If it happens in boys and it's not properly checked, it can cause infertility when they grow. Mumps, the afraid T, we call it T.
Yeah.
T. Obi ohonoma, when your child gets mumps, you go and get some plants and rub it and smear it on it.
At the hospital.
Put shire and all those things. You are destroying your boy's chances of fathering a child in future.
And hormonal imbalance. Hormonal imbalance is also
so you find men,
you find
grown men, you date them, you think that they have healthy or viable sperms, but then now you're Burkina.
And when
they are milking for no reason. And all that. So men, please, it is possible that most of you or some of you, a third of you, are infertile. Please accept this fact and work towards it.
Yeah.
As finance dietitian has rightly said, make sure you check the viability of your sperms before you marry someone's daughter and caused her to be shamed for not having a child. Yeah. All right, so let me come to Sang. Sang, do you think that if you have a man and he's infertile and you've tried all other means and you can't have a child, would you talk to him to agree that maybe you find someone to father a child for you?
Other things like Lady A said. There are
assisted technologies.
Other things.
Because I know of a couple, they can't have a child. Possibly, it's obvious that it's from the man, but he's also refusing to allow the woman to get a sperm, like a sperm donor, to get her pregnant through all these medical means. What kind of selfishness is
IVF.
that? Your sperm can't produce a child.
They will just inject it into
you.
But he's not accepting it.
Those are the very awkward conversations that we don't have. And it's because we all think that we will have the perfect life, and that's what we all wish for ourselves. But unfortunately, sometimes you don't get it. And some men have some perception. I once argued with...
If it's not my sperm, then it can't be any other.
And you see, there
exactly.
I once argued with someone about a loose comment he made. We were talking, and then he just said, I mentioned one celebrity, and I was like, oh, I think there was childbirth issue. He said, why are abortion sad? And on to me. I said,
no, stop.
The thing just pierced my heart like that. I was like, that is what you think.
It's not always the case.
It's not always the case. There are women who've never done abortion. but they can't
They
give
just
birth.
can't give
And
birth.
others have done 5, 10
About
abortions.
big
And
ones
that's
to give birth.
twins and triplets and all. Then he was like, yeah, it's true. I even have a friend and
So
she
why
has
is doing
twins.
that?
And I'm saying, so you knew this and you were jumping
But
to
didn't attend
conclusion
with
that this and that. So for me, I think that your husband, these are very awkward things that I ask in my relationship, and it's so awkward. And I'll say to you, I'll be like, okay, so what happens if this and that? And the person will be like, hey, Sank, why? I said, oh no, and then the question will come, why? Have you done abortion before? Have you done? I said, no,
Why is
I'm
it the woman
asking
every
you,
time?
should we marry and let's say we don't have a child? What will happen? Would you marry someone else and give birth? Because it's not about me alone. Maybe you also want to marry someone else and give birth or have children outside. I want to get your mind on that. Even some men, you know, people can give birth to one, but then they can't have
They
a second
can't have a
child.
second, yeah.
And it's but some men have made up their mind. They've made them all 3. So you have one, it's still not enough. They need you to have 2 more. So for
Again,
the
it's
problem
because
is
of
from the
it's
man.
because there are conversations you don't have.
Exactly.
Before you
so
get
for me,
into
I
marriage.
feel like let's have the awkward conversations.
It's
But
important.
should we get into the relationship and the marriage and we are not giving birth and you are not giving me the way, I don't want to sit on national TV and say what I'll do.
Yeah.
But I might, if I find out that it's you and it's not, it depends. If I love you that much and the relationship is very cool, we might find maybe adopt. I'm okay
Solutions.
with adoption
Sure,
of
same
kids. I'm fine with that. But if I feel like the relationship is not all that, and you are also stressing me by this childbirth issue, I might want to have a divorce.
Finance, let's come to dieting when it comes to trying to improve on infertility. What are some of the foods one can eat or a man can eat to help boost or make their sperms more viable?
Finest, before you answer that, Zipporah, why are you doing this to me? I'm signaling
I
you.
didn't
We
see
need Shamakakai.
I didn't see you.
I just want to add to
okay.
listen to what
Finest,
Sam
please
said.
marinate
And then
on
please
that.
hold on, then you can answer that
Marinate
because
on
that's
that
your
for me.
field. I beg you.
Yes, marinate on
But
that. for me.
we've addressed the signs and conditions that can get a guy to be infertile. We should also, I didn't want us to miss the fact that a lifestyle can also be a part of it. Excessive drinking, smoking, obesity, stress can also cause infertility in men. So you might be fine as you were growing up, but your lifestyle can affect
And even
your potential.
Viagra and those things at very early stages in their life.
So your lifestyle as you grow up can also, determine your infertility situation and all that. So as we're discussing it, I just want young men, I mean, it's okay to have a good job and to have the good life, but be mindful of, excessive drinking, the excessive smoking. And yes, we all go through our stress, but manage your stress level and also don't eat anything and everything because when you're obese, it also might affect your chances of being a father. So I wanted us to add that to our discussion. It's very important.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah. In fact, Lady A has said most of the things that I wanted
Yay!
and I like the fact that she mentioned that.
Yeah.
You see, now most of our problems with health is not in the olden days, the ones that we knew. Now it's more of lifestyle. Most of the conditions and all the things that we are seeing now, infertility issues, both women and men, are due to lifestyle. Due to that, rarely will people have infections and all these diseases that you mentioned. But then it's lifestyle. Lifestyle is going to lead you to obesity. It's going to lead you into hypertension. It's going to lead you into kidney conditions.
What is excessive? Let's break it down for them. Because somebody, excessive, but I only drink when I go out with my friends.
Oh,
what
just 15 bottles of beer.
Exactly. Excessive.
So when it comes to alcohol, okay, it says that if you can avoid it, okay, if you can avoid it, if you can, a man is entitled to 2 bottles.
Please look into your camera and say it.
2 bottles.
And we echo that for us.
A day.
No, a week.
A man is entitled to 2 bottles of alcohol
a week. So
in this case, bottle no you have a
so
beer,
beer bottle.
The small beer
mini
club. No.
Those ones.
That's what a man is entitled
exactly.
to in a week.
Okay.
Please reiterate that for
so
me.
if you can avoid it, and studies have shown that even the occasional drinkers are more at risk than the daily drinkers. Okay, so if you can avoid, there are so many natural ways that you can enjoy alcohol. You can do fermentation, and it has probiotic, not like the ultra processed alcohols that we take, the spirits and all those gins and all that, which is not healthy. And then another thing is smoking. Okay, different forms of smoking, vaporing, shisha, weed. A lot of young people, guys, are smoking and drinking alcohol, and they think that is the norm, but it will go back and bite you. Okay, because even preparation of your sperm and then your fluids, body fluids and all that is from childhood. What your mother feeds you with, you get into your puberty and all that. So it's a process. It's not so when you have gotten to 20 years in a university after school and you are eating unhealthy foods like drinking excessive alcohol, smoking, some people cigarettes and all that. It's not healthy. Apart from that, the life that we are living in now is stressful. And so people tend to overwork themselves. They tend to, they want to show up for something. So people are not sleeping early. Guys, I meet a lot of people in the consulting room, and I sleep at 2 a.m. I was like, well, at that time, what are you doing? Like, what are you looking for? And I just can't sleep. It's because we are also not eating the high energy foods, the snacks, the sweets, the drinks and all that, the junk
mobile
foods,
phones as well.
And then the screen time. So you are not able to even put your melatonin at work to sleep. And then also you lose magnesium, so your cortisol is always high, and cortisol affects your sperm count, your sperm motility. Okay, and it in turn affects your ejaculation and erectile function. So young guys at the age of 27, 28 are having erectile dysfunction. Until that time now start here, them maybe 32, 33, but when
the word is what? Cortisol.
Cortisol. It's a hormone. It's a hormone. It's a stress hormone.
It's a hormone.
Every
I like the sound of it. Okay. I like the sound.
Lifestyle that we are leading, the guys and the ladies, this modern age is leading us to have high cortisol. And cortisol is a stress hormone.
Keep using it.
And so men are also, it's not only women who are having hormonal imbalance.
No.
Men are also having hormonal imbalance. You meet a man, I can't sleep, do that they do hormonal panel. Your thyroid hormones are all over the place. And thyroid hormone is a hormone that affects your male sexual hormones. It affects your testosterone, it affects your progesterone and all that.
All right. Thank you. So
we have
as you've all heard, we are establishing the fact today that male infertility is a thing, and lifestyle, excessive drinking, smoking, weight gain, and all those things factors into.
Let me ask you a quick question.
Infertility.
I want to find out. I've heard some drivers, especially those commercial ride-hailing, services drivers say, and taxi drivers say that they sit for long hours, and they've been advised that it's not good because of the heat, and so sometimes they'll park and then get down and stand for a while, stretch for a while, and all that. But how many? What do you advise? Like intervals? Maybe someone thinks that, I get down for some 2 minutes and I'm fine. Is 2 minutes enough to cool your body so that you don't get these issues with your sperm production?
So this thing is a bit big because it's not sitting down is not good for anybody. Sedentary life, because when you get up and you move, you exercise. One thing I forgot to say about the previous questions about exercises, we don't do exercise. And when you do exercise, it releases something called nitric oxide, which really is important in fertility and then sperm production and all that, ejaculation, erectile functioning and all that. When you sit, there's also heat because most people go for silk boxes instead of the cotton
and tight ones
as well. So the scrotum has to have a temperature in which it's supposed to be in. when the temperature goes above the normal, then it becomes hot. That's why they say temperature, scrotal temperature is very important. When it goes too high, then it's like you are cooking your
now,
and the scrotum is what produces the sperms and all those things.
The place is all hairy. The place is bushy, like hurrah.
And
then you are wearing nylon boxers, very tight ones, and then wearing jeans on top.
And then you are obese, and so it doesn't help.
Too much heat. You are cooking and overcooking, baking and frying the sperms.
You're paying and cooking and overcooking and baking.
All right, let's take a break at this point. No. We are taking a break at this point.
Any form of exercise.
Sang, please. Order in court.
Yes, madam.
We are taking a break at this point.
Are we coming back to this topic?
Stay with us, please. We are coming back to infertility in women. On the Opinion TV show. So earlier we were discussing infertility in men. It's now time to delve into infertility in women. And we want to take a look at the causes of infertility in women. And let me start with my finest dietitian. Please take it.
When you mention women, I get excited.
Same here.
Yeah. So, I mean, over the years, we have been known to be the owners of infertility. And some of the infertility in women is when a woman is not able to have a child, or gets pregnant, as we know. But for women, one thing that I came to realize is that most women have PCOS that they do not know about. And PCOS is one of the commonest cause of infertility in women.
Right.
Okay. And the symptoms are multifaceted. So it is difficult for doctors to diagnose. By the time they will diagnose you, it has taken years. It is now that science is evolving and we are seeing more of these cases and it's easy. I am a PCOS champion here in Ghana. Right. I have a foundation for PCOS. When I see somebody has a PCOS today, I can see. I went for an interview. I saw a woman and a daughter. I asked the woman, how old is your daughter? She said 11 years. I said, is she menstruating? She said she has started, but it's on and off. By then I have seen the symptoms on the child already because the neck was darker than the skin. So I told her, your child may be having PCOS, so watch it. And that is where it starts. It starts from puberty. When you have your menarche going, SHS time, those times we're not having our menses.
Not to cut you, but when you say PCOS, what do you mean?
Okay.
Please break it down.
So that PCOS is polycystic ovarian syndrome.
That's right.
It's a reproductive disorder. It's a hormonal imbalance that occurs. And one of its features is that you have irregular menses. And apart from it being a reproductive issue, it's also a metabolic issue. And I think that the main cause is the metabolic that transcends into the reproductive or hormonal imbalance. So you find out that if you have PCOS, you have irregular menses. You have your menses this month. The next 3 months, you have one. Or for about 6 months, you are not having your menses. Sometimes you can menstruate for about 6 weeks, 8 weeks. Nice. You are still bleeding. You have acne, you can gain weight, unexplained weight gain. Okay. You can have hair thinning, you can have acne, dark neck, dark knuckles, and then facial hairs. Some people are hairy.
Wow.
But then with PCOS, it becomes a lot. Yeah. You have hairs on your chest, your chin, you have hair on your face. So when you have that, people say, then you're also happy.
But they will affect you.
They're affecting you in a way that you don't know. And those people do not also check that their menses is this way. So it's one of the most commonest.
Yeah.
Apart from that, there are other ones like endometriosis. other ones such as fibroids also. Fibroids, people can, get pregnant with fibroids. But then what happens is that it competes with the child.
In the womb.
In the womb. And so they find out themselves having miscarriages and then other, abnormalities. And then obesity, again, in women. Too much weight gain in women also can bring about infertility. Some people have gained weight, but it's not hormonal imbalance. But they are just eating too much and they are gaining weight. It affects fertility. And then we have the ovarian cyst. We have so many other, things. Stress, a lot of stress. You may not have any of these things that I mentioned, but the kind of work that you do is so stressful. If you are into that category, it can be difficult for you to get pregnant. Then again, your cortisols are high. When cortisols are high, it impacts on your female hormones, the estrogens and progesterone, and then some people also have prolactin, high prolactins. Prolactin is a hormone that's it works on lactation, breastfeeding. So your body is acting like you are giving birth when you have not. It's also another hormonal imbalance. So it comes in varying form. And what makes it worse is our lifestyle, like Lady A said. It's our lifestyle. I mentioned that the daughter today will be the mother tomorrow.
That's right.
And so whatever we feed our children, whatever we eat during this reproductive phase will go along to affect your fertility period. It even goes a long way to affect your menopausal state. What time it will come, whether it will come early or long, you decide it, because through your lifestyle, healthy eating, exercising, and then relaxation, no stress, taking care of yourself, managing your stress, and sleeping well. So these are some of the causes of infertility in women.
All right. Let me come to Lady A. Lady A.
Yes, madam.
This topic kind of saddens me because we know that people don't take any kindness or are not easy on infertile women. How can a partner support his wife, who is infertile, whether for the moment or for a lifetime or whatever? What kind of support can a man give his wife in such instances?
Again, I'm not a man, but I will speak on a general sense. I think that, again, it's a relationship. So if you love me for all the right reasons. Again, when we're talking about the issue with the men, I remember Sang said something, and I feel that in relationships, before we go into it, we need to discuss these things. They are very important. And so I would want to know what your deal breakers. What will give you a deal breaker in this relationship? My inability to have a child for you, will it be a deal breaker for you? It is imperative that we discuss them, as difficult as they are, to the point where we discuss the number of children we would want to have when we go into marriage. It's very important. Most will-be couples don't look at that, because we are always thinking that, we love each other so much, when we come together and we're ready, we'll have children. God blesses us with children, but we also have issues, and it's part of life. So as we've discussed that, and we come to that realization that for one or two reasons I'm having these challenges, it falls on the partner who chose to go on this journey with you, to be there with you, and to look at the options you have. And we thank God, these days there are so many ways you can still be a parent if you want to. It's an excuse not to be a mother or a father because of a certain stereotype, because there are so many ways now that we can both be parents if we choose and want to. Infertility, IVF, surrogates, artificial insemination, and all
Even
that.
adoption.
Adoption is an option. So that's what I'm saying. It's a choice. And it's a choice between two people.
There are men who tell
and
you,
so it is a time where you decide as a couple what works for you, and this can be done without the third party hearing it.
Yeah,
it's the two of you.
Exactly.
And this is how you want it. You know what? I'll tell you of a lady friend of mine that is married. The husband had 2 girls already. So when they got married, before they actually got married, the man said, "I'm not going to have kids anymore." He told the lady, so it's not like she wasn't aware. They got married, but deep down, we all know that she really wanted to be a mother. You know, so the topic came back, you know, on the table for them to discuss as a couple. The man said, no, I'm still where I am. I'm not going to have any more kids. There wasn't a problem with whether he could father a child or not. He just said, I wanted 2 kids. I have it in my previous relationship, and I'm not having any more children. It wasn't something that he hid from her. So she took it upon herself to go get a sperm to father a child for herself. They are married. And yes, and the boyfriend, they are married. She sold her car. This happened in the US anyway, not in Ghana. She sold her car because she didn't have the means for the surrogate thing, so for the sperm donor thing. So luckily for her, she got a family that had the sperm and they had fertilized it already. So she didn't, in this case, she didn't even use her eggs. They just doctor, I would anima some America. They just injected her with the mixed
the fertilized
egg and sperm already
or something.
And luckily for her, the first attempt
It picked.
it picked twins.
Wow.
Luckily for her, so she paid 1, but she got 2, because the couple, they also said that they were happy that they would rather have 2 of their children being in one place than to separate them. It's funny.
Okay.
Long story short, this man that refused to give the sperm, hey, they were one from a Commander World Cup. Now, like he's accepted them, embraced them, and he's now wishing that he gave the wife what she wanted, because he's grown to love these children so much that, you know, he's now adopted them. He's named them after him because they are Yawaro. In the eyes of the public, that is your son or that is your daughter. You might as well own them, you know, but they could have avoided this.
Yeah. Okay.
So it's a different situation.
Sure.
Somebody here wouldn't do that,
Yeah.
you know, but to each their own.
All right. Sang, do you think we can ever get to a point as a society where we accept that, all right, if a woman is infertile and even does not want to adopt or do artificial insemination, IVF, whatever, it's okay. She's still a woman. She can still live her life and be happy and be okay and not get ridiculed by society.
I think it's more of you. Though there's pressure from outside. But I think most women themselves care. They really care. That's the problem. Is society, yes, but they themselves, they care. Because if you don't care, I don't think it's a big deal. It's just like getting married. If you don't want to marry and people are telling you why you don't marry, why, you really don't care. But if you want to marry and people are telling you that, are asking why are you not married, you care. Because deep down you want to get married and it's like everybody sees that you have to get married. But if you don't want to have children and I don't want to mention this, but there's somebody out there who has 1 child who's sealed her womb, and she says it openly that, oh, she doesn't want to have any more kids.
Wow.
And so you're coming to date her, you know that she's not going to have any more kids.
Okay.
And it's okay with her. And so you can't come and pressure her to have children because she knows that she's not going to have it. And so if I know that I don't want to have children, I don't care what you do. I take my sister's kids as my kids or anybody else and I'm fine. But if you allow yourself, then it means deep down you also want the kids. And so the pressure will come. And then how to deal with the pressure is what Lady A has said, that the man and the woman must come together so that they will be able to stand the pressures of society
because
against them.
I'm asking this because there was a lecturer in UMAT some few years back who had been married for a long time and she couldn't, you know, make babies.
And you know, sometimes the conversations around you too.
Yeah.
Especially when you want to have kids and you are not having, and then they are talking around you, and especially if it's Mother's Day. Especially because I've heard stories. If it's Mother's Day and then workers are given, you know, corporate entities are dashing cloth and stuff like that, and then they don't give somebody because the person doesn't have a child. And
So
then
The
they
fact
are
that
giving
you
us-
haven't given birth to a child doesn't make you a mother. You mother a lot of
she
children.
used to come all the way
Now,
from
Father's Day,
Tapa
Father's
to
Day,
Accra.
there are certain women who even get Father's Day.
Yeah.
Hey,
They are corporate
Father's
institutions.
Day.
They will not give you hamper because
messages.
they say
Wow,
you don't have a child.
that's
I do.
bad. That's bad. We need to
I
do
get
better.
Father's Day messages.
We need to do
because for
better.
a very long time I was a
Yeah.
single mother, so I get it for my children. I'm being honest. So they appreciate you.
So this
they are
woman
saying.
I was
Really?
saying, she comes all the way from Takwa to Accra all the time for IVF. She tried it so many times, she was unlucky. Later she got lucky, and when she was going to deliver, she died.
Mess.
She died. The children didn't survive as well.
Mess.
So
So-
then I
so-
asked, was it really necessary? Can't you get to a point where you feel like, whatever,
It's
let me
tough.
just live my life?
It's tough to get there.
But Zipper, we also have some women, I'm sorry to cut it, but we have some women who have never been married, never had kids, but they've lived a very fulfilled life. I think that life is full of choices.
Yeah.
For every choice we make, we're accountable for it.
And this,
So it's a choice you make. Sometimes you want it. It doesn't find you. You won't kill yourself.
Yeah.
Do you understand? You,
That's
you
the
still need
point
to
I
make,
want us to get
You
to.
still need to make do with what life has given you. And be
now
content with
there are
it.
men on social
But I think you can't do it on your own. If
No.
you feel you wanted it, and at a point in time you realize you are not having it, maybe you should get therapy.
Yeah.
So that it will clear your mind
Yeah,
of
but
the
I
fact
agree
that
with Sam.
this is it. Because it's not easy.
Yeah.
Like when you are young,
Because of
you
the society
pictured
which we live
yourself,
in. Yeah.
you've pictured yourself to
Being a
have this
mom.
ideal life with your husband and your kids and all. And then suddenly everybody around you has a husband and kids.
And
And,
you
then
don't
you have a husband, you don't have kids.
Or you don't even have
you don't have a
both.
husband, you know, and stuff like that. And it's filled with sometimes regrets, because I have an auntie who passed, I mentioned the other time. And before she passed, I went to visit her, she used to tell us that, oh, me, I never gave birth. Oh, son, make sure you give birth before, you know. And she feels like she could have given
Or if
birth.
she had children,
and she
maybe
said she
things
could
would
have
have
even
been different.
adopted.
Yeah.
So she was hoping that when she gets better, she will adopt a child.
A child.
And so she keeps telling us that give birth, make sure you give birth. Even if you don't marry, don't wait to marry, just give birth, you know. And I feel she felt like a dip or a dent
Yeah,
in her life
yeah,
in that part.
yeah.
And I don't want to be that type,
No.
you know. And so when you are not getting it, I think you need therapy.
Therapy.
So
It's
that you
important.
can handle
We live
it.
in a
Fine,
country
fine.
where
Yeah.
even when there's a clear sign that the person should get therapy,
Yeah.
they say, oh no, I'm fine.
I'm fine.
But
Living in
it is
denial.
very, very
Yeah,
important.
That therapy.
Living in
All
denial.
right. So,
important. Finance.
Finance, I was coming back to you. What can women, in terms of food, diet, what can we eat? What can we do to make sure that we stay fertile? Or what can we do?
So when it comes to both men and women, there are nutrients that are in play. And we have already talked about the fact that junk foods, sugary foods, alcohol, added sugar, and all that does not help us as men, both for our hormonal balances. Now, nutrients that are in play in this fertility business is one, zinc
Zinc.
for men. And even women, but mostly for men, because zinc is for sperm count, sperm motility. Okay, and zinc can be found in foods like meat, eggs, nuts. Okay,
Nuts.
and then vitamin E from palm oil. Okay, and then also zinc can be found in dawa dawa. So if we are not eating our local Ghanaian food, is healthy and has almost all the ingredients that we need to be fertile. Okay, and then also vitamin C is one potent antioxidant for sperm motility if you are a man. And most times we eat foods, just carbs and stew, no vegetables, no green leafy vegetables, nothing. I call it black and white food. We need to have a balance that where we have whole grain carbohydrates.
Tell
So
me, DP,
whole
Amuri,
grain.
Amidi.
So like white rice like this does not help.
Yeah.
Because there's no fiber. All the nutrients has been stripped off. Then we just have stews made of artificial spices and all that. Why? Our local Ghanaian food, so brown rice, sorghum, millet, we have wheat, we have so many staples like corn, fermented corn like kenke. We have recently now there's a new grain, fonio, grown in the north.
Okay.
We could experiment the sorghum, the millet and all that, which are whole grains. And then proteins. proper lean proteins.
We
eat
beetroot is good. Is it true?
Yes, because it contains iron. Iron is used in all. Iron is like a businessman in the whole show.
Okay.
It's the transactional nutrient.
Okay.
Wherever there is blood, there's iron. There should be iron. So if there is no iron, your iron levels are low. Ejaculation is difficult. Also, menstruation is another thing.
Right.
Okay. Then vitamin C, oranges. So most fruit, oranges, pawpaw, pineapple, and all that has vitamin C. That is an antioxidant that helps with the sperm and also the ovaries. Okay. Then we have other nutrients like L-carnitine from bones and mushrooms and all that. And then we have something we call adaptogens. Those ones, they are nutrients, but they go beyond what nutrients do. They even solve issues, they heal and all that. Some of these are from tiger nuts, and that is why they market bitters with tiger nuts and atodi ginger and all that. But tiger nut has zinc, it has vitamin E, and it has other adaptogens that helps with sperm count and motility.
So I want to ask,
what about
is it too late to start?
No, it is not. In fact, I've had people who have been going through this hormonal imbalance, PCOS, and fertility issues, and then we've started diet, and things have changed for them.
Wow.
Things have changed. Some of them have gotten pregnant, they have their babies now, and all that. So healthy eating is a must. Make sure what you are eating is healthy. A lot of sweets, a lot of carbs, sugary beverage now, a lot of energy drinks on the market. When they are just working in the offices, they keep drinking. The
Like
greens
maybe
have something we call
and those things.
untreated
moringa
candidiasis. Can it cause infertility?
it is part of the infections and the STIs. So, and candidiasis, this yeast infection can be, you know, improved or even solved by your eating probiotic foods like yogurt, like fermented foods, like fermented vegetables, fermented kenke, and all these foods can help.
All right.
You know, so even now there is Candida support, which is a probiotic.
Wow.
You buy and cranberry and all that. These
Heard
are not
about
our conventional
cranberry.
foods, but a really good for all these infections.
Wow.
So our eating is the primary thing.
Thank you,
Yeah.
finance dietitian. It was great. It was great
Too
having you.
insightful.
Yeah,
And then there's
the
maca.
time is
Maca
not even
roots.
enough.
What was that?
So maca root is also an adaptogen.
Yeah, maca.
Maca
Yes.
roots.
Yeah.
It's on the market
Yeah.
now. People are getting to know.
MACA.
Yeah.
Yes, maca root helps with
Yeah.
both men and women. First, you can get the powder into your smoothies.
Into your smoothie,
and
yeah.
anybody at all can
If my
can
mother
take
hears
it.
this, we are
All
very
right,
happy.
please. This
Everything
is all
will be-
time will allow us for this episode. If you want to listen to it again, please visit our YouTube and rewatch the episode and share with your friends. This is very educative and informative. Thank you so much for making a date with us. I am Zipporah Osei Boateng.
No hack.
No
I
hack.
did it with Sangmoki. Lady A.
Zainab
We are
Aisha
taking
Passa.
a very short break and we'll bring you our hack for today. Yeah, welcome back. So our hack for today. All right, so you have a dress, a top, whatever, and you want to wash it for the first time, but you see there's color in it. If you don't want the color spilling out or bleeding out to destroy the whole attire, put it in water with the big salt, and what we call the adanchene, okay? Adango. Put it in it, let it melt, all right? Then you use key soap to wash it. Yes. And it won't bleed. The color won't spill out to destroy the dress, all right? That's our
So what
hack.
do? You put the salt in the water as it dissolves and all
Yes.
that. Then later you put in the
You
bread.
can even
so if
add
it's
it while-
a tie and dye.
Just add it in the solution.
Okay.
The salt solution. Use adango, the big one.
No way you say it.
Don't go use hydrated salt. So you put it in, let it dissolve, and then you use key
I'll
soap.
try it.
Any bar soap, in fact.
This
to
is
wash
very
it.
informative.
Yes.
Yeah,
I haven't
I'll
had
try
this
it on
before.
my dress.
Yeah,
I'll
the dress,
check.
you will not soil your dress.
Oh, that's
all right?
nice.
This is why you should be watching The Opinion all the time.
You know,
Share
we bring
it
you the
with your
hacks.
friends.
best. The
And they
Kindly
are on
follow us
point.
on all our social media platforms, Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, and YouTube. My name has been Zipporah Osei Boateng. My makeup, our makeup was by Akwe Allah Beauty Parlor.
Akwe
You can
Allah.
find them on Instagram, all right? My dress by Ohima Shada Boutique.
Okay, so Samoki Tete, you can call me the sexy sassy sang, aka
Innocentia.
My dress is by Purple Dreams. She's on Instagram.
Lady A.
Beautifully styled today by Chic by Siba.
Beautifully.
Hair by Glamour Hair. And of course, Akwe Allah did our makeup.
Yeah.
And you can call me any day when you see me, Lady A, and I'll respond to you.
All right. Finest Dietitian, give us your handles on social media.
I'm Finest Dietitian on Instagram, Facebook, and TikTok, all the social media platforms. The only women's dietitian in Ghana and globally.
Yeah.
We hope to see you again on our set.
That's
for
finest,
sure.
You
finest,
love us.
finest.
You love us, right?
I love you so
And
much.
this place is bougie, right?
Oh,
Yeah,
man.
yeah.
I had a field day, and this is my relaxation, So I'll be coming.
Thank you so
we are
much.
glad.
Thank you so
All right,
much.
bye-bye.
It's a wrap.
Bye.